Do you like Rucoy Online? Help us by giving feedback to improve the experience. We're always working so hard to bring new features to this game. Definitely always working hard. But welcome back, guys. Welcome to another episode in the world of Rucoy. This is your boy RaiderKnight, and we are back after about a 6 month hiatus of never playing this game. RaiderKnight is back, and we're being joined by Nara Carolina, who's saying hola. This is the beginning of our journey. For those who are not wondering, I'm RaiderKnight. I've been playing this game for 5 something years now, or it'd be longer than that. When did we start playing this? It was 2016. We've been playing this game for about 7 years. That's a good way to describe it. We've been playing for almost 7 years. It'll be 7 years once we go into May. When we go into May, I've been playing this game for 7 years. That means Rucoy Online is 7 years old as well, because Rucoy Online was founded in January of 2016, and now it's January 2023. So that would mean 7 years have gone by. Rucoy is a very old game. Eventually, Rucoy will be a 10-year-old game, and it still never updates. But for those wondering, RaiderKnight has been working on his training. I've been working so hard, offline training. I bought diamonds about one or two, three times, and then I got my stats up. I don't know if I'm gonna buy diamonds again though. I feel like this is it. This is probably as far as we go in stats. But I'm now a melee main again for the first time since the beginning. This is where it all started. For those who remember, RaiderKnight used to be a melee main. That was my entire thing. That was back in the good old days of Rucoy. Should we kill some people? Will this start drama? We have a whole army, and there's this one guy here. I mean, we could kill him. Free HP regen hacks, bro. I could use free HP regen hacks. Like, why are there's so many people here, right? How much gold do we have? We have no money to skull. But if I was a billionaire, all I'm going to tell you guys is all three of these guys would be dead in 2 hits. I would have killed all of them, and I would have moved over here and killed all of those people, and I would have gotten a gigantic skull. That's all you need to know. That would have been the quickest black skull in history, or at least one of them. This guy's threatening my life right now. You see this? He has a Christmas tree on him. He's threatening my life. Looks like we're low on lizard scrolls. Should probably buy some more lizard scrolls before we're trapped forever. That will be the end of our money supply. That means we're now broke. Is this puppy bark? We found puppy bark in the game. Sword puppy. Puppy bark has returned to Rucoy. Welcome back, puppy bark. He's back in Rucoy. No, puppy bark was banned a long time ago in Rucoy. That's what makes this game so sad. It looks like we do have money, guys. We could skull. We need to find some good people to kill, and then we need to run and never come back. See all these people here? None of them will suspect this. This is gonna be the greatest. Or should we kill this guy? This guy's the strongest out of them, and they're all like working together, right? They're all like on the same team. Who is Death Row? Is this the new clan? DR? I think it's an old guild if I remember correctly. But these guys, they ain't even in the guild, bro. They're traitors. Those guys ain't even in your guild. The best guild is FaZe Clan, Rucoy. But the other people aren't even not. They're not even in the guild that you've created. You should give me some gold, bro. I got 0 gold. Bro, I can't even skull. That's how poor we are. Bro, we're about to hit 10,000 subscribers. And it says we're going for 50K. I don't know if we're going to hit 50K. But, 10,000 subscribers. We're hitting it this year. If you guys have not already subscribed, subscribe. We're going to hit that this year. I don't know what the channel is going to look like after I hit 10,000. 10,000 is one of those goals that I never really knew I would get close to or hit. I feel like that'll be pretty interesting when I hit that, because then I got to kind of reevaluate what I want to do with the channel, what the purpose of the channel is, and where I want to take it from there, because obviously we've shifted over the years so much, and so much has changed, and now we're kind of like in this state where the channel is just kind of coasting for until we until we hit 10,000. But definitely, we're gonna hit 10,000. Gonna be thinking of what I want to do with the channel, The channel is like one of them things that I got to really think it over with. I'm not gonna be quitting YouTube, but I definitely want to. I want to reassess like what is my goal on YouTube? Like what is the main purpose of why I'm making videos? Obviously, it's always been about building this huge community. That's a good community, and I look back on my first ever video, and that's actually the first thing I ever said on the channel. Oops, let's join this guy's thing. If he's running away too much, I can't click him. All right, we're in his team. We're in his team. But the first ever thing I ever said in a video on my channel was hello. This this is RaiderKnight, and I said something about how we're gonna be playing tons of mobile games, and we're gonna be building like this really cool community on YouTube. That was the first thing I ever said on YouTube in my first ever video, and obviously, you know, we've been making videos for almost 7 years now, and coming up onto the seventh year, which will be on March 5th of this year. Coming up on the seventh year of my channel, I really want to kind of reassess like what all do I want to do after this? Because obviously, making videos for 7 years is like you're starting to get into that territory where you're not really a new YouTuber no more. You're kind of like this YouTuber that's been around for a long time, and I've heard other YouTubers say the same thing. And once you get to like the 7 to 10 years mark on YouTube where you've been making videos for so long, obviously I've been making videos for a very, a very long time. I mean, you start to get kind of like to this legacy status where you've been making videos for so long. It's like Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, like they're just established YouTubers at this point. But obviously, Raid Night, I'm not super not super established. But we've built a really cool community of people over the years. Even people who don't really watch the channel as frequently as they used to, or maybe even the new people on the channel who maybe they're not super familiar with like the Raider Knight lore. They have not watched every single video, and there's probably even casual fans who maybe they did subscribe a long time ago, but they don't really follow the videos super closely all the time. So maybe there's like lots of casual audience members, or maybe there's more more audience members who do watch all the videos. I don't know, but it's like this mix of people, and we've built this really cool community. The CloudGang, FaZe Clan, Rucoy, Legacy Discord when it was the original, and we've had like lots of really awesome moments. So moving forward, it's like how can I capitalize on that and keep that going forward, but also maybe make more content that's kind of it doesn't really have to be for views. It can be more fun. Maybe I work harder on some content. Uh, but then again, that's like a paradigm. I've heard this be said as well multiple times, and I've even talked about it where once you start trying to make like the best video ever, then you're posting like once every 3 months, and it doesn't really benefit anybody either. No, we're gonna say no. This is not the real Raider Knight. We're fake. You see, like even 7 years into playing Rucoy, right? I've not posted a video in six months, and I mean, look how many chats I get in the span of like not even a couple minutes. You know what I'm saying? Are you rich now in real life? People always say, "Raider, how much do you make on YouTube?" Actually, they never say that. But I whenever somebody says lots of people say something, usually they don't. But people always say, "Right now, how much do you make on YouTube?" I don't really make that much on YouTube. I make I think I've made maybe $1,500 on YouTube through the 7 years, but it's never really been about money either. Some people probably assume that maybe I've made I don't know like $10,000 off my channel. 10,000 subscribers, $10,000. That seems probably reasonable, reasonable to some people if that's what they're basing YouTube off of. I don't know, but no, I've only ever made maybe about $1,500, $1,700 off YouTube, which is, I mean, it's money, but at the end of the day, money is not that important to me, and YouTube was never really about money either. Um, and most of the money I've made off YouTube, I put it back into the channel. Obviously, getting a new computer, getting microphones, getting whatever else. You know what I'm saying? So most of the money I've ever made off YouTube has gone back back into just YouTube itself. So I've probably lost money on my YouTube channel as a net whole. There's probably no actual cash that's been made from this channel if you think about it, because I've always been putting it back into the channel in a sense. But it's kind of a paradigm. What server am I on? Are we on NA2? We're on NA4. You know what? Maybe that's what we could do for Rucoy. I always try to think of, how can we make Rucoy, work on my channel again. Maybe I could do like a Rucoy podcast. Ashton Z always talked about maybe I could make a podcast for Rucoy or something like that on Spotify. I don't think I'd do it on Spotify. I think I would just do it on YouTube, just talking a longer, format Rucoy video and post it on YouTube. But that's what I kind of done anyway for the last couple of years. I just kind of talk in Rucoy, and then I upload it to YouTube. A lot of people probably want PvP content from RaiderKnight, but it's super hard to do PvP content when you don't got stats, and then everybody says RaiderKnight you should just get more stats, but like there's not like a whole lot of incentive for me to play the game anymore, and there's not really a whole lot of incentive for me to buy diamonds to get more stats, and it's like this another paradigm where if like I'm not really playing the game a whole lot, why do I need to get the stats in the first place? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who've played Rucoy as long as me, usually they just sell their account off. I'll probably never end up selling my account. I think my account is just gonna die with my character. I feel like that's based. We got free loot. See, this is why we don't have to skill. We just get free money. Gotta grab all that money, bro. See, all these other people, they don't go for the money. The game has changed. Times are changing in Rucoy. The money is no longer important to them. As RaiderKnight, though, I am broke. I think Rucoy podcasts could be cool because we could just like, it'd be more fun to do podcasts in Rucoy anyway, because then you just kind of sit here and talk. You know what? We could watch the fights go on. Maybe we jump into fights. That's a good idea. I have not thought of that. Maybe we could do like a Rucoy podcasts or something. I don't know. What else could we talk about? We could talk about the NFL. This is now a Rucoy podcast. This is Rucoy podcast episode 1, or RaiderKnight. We've done RaiderKnight podcast in the past. Maybe this could be CloudGang podcast. I don't know. Do CloudGang podcast. It's a good idea. I like this idea. But yeah, the NFL has been heating up. The playoffs. We have just watched these last 2 games that have played today, as I'm recording this. Maybe I don't know when I'm uploading this, but as of recording this, the Bills have just lost to the Bengals, and the Cowboys had just lost to the 49ers. So it's heating up. The Eagles are going to be playing the 49ers, and the Bengals are going to be going into Arrowhead Stadium to play the Chiefs. And I'm thinking that the Chiefs are going to lose to the Bengals. And I'm thinking that the Eagles are probably going to beat the Niners, but the Niners got a team that has some, decent defense. The offense is okay on the 49ers. They might be able to pull out a win over the Eagles, but it's going to be a close game. I think the Eagles might narrowly win that, but I don't really care who wins these games. Ultimately, at this point, I think I'm probably rooting for Burrow to win the Super Bowl this year. And I think I predicted Burrow to win the Super Bowl at the start of the year. Yeah, I predicted it on Twitter, but it will definitely be an interesting Super Bowl. I am excited for it. I bet RaiderKnight has a good credit score. I actually do have I actually do have a pretty good credit score. So that is true. That is true. I wouldn't say I have the best credit score because obviously, I'm young still. So my credit score can only be so good because I have not had the time to like build up a proper credit score yet. But my credit score, I have not checked it for a couple months, but I always make my payments on time. I believe my credit score is borderline great, or it's like middle good. I don't remember. Last time I checked it, it was just starting to get into the good territory. So it could be great now. It could be good, medium. I'm not really sure. I have not checked my credit score for a while. I don't really check it a whole lot because I'm not seeking loans. I'm not trying to get loans. So the only time I've ever had to get a loan was when I bought my original house, and then when I moved last year. When I moved last year, I sold my original house, and then I bought this new house with all the money that the original house sold for. So I still owe money on my original loan, but I used the loan that I got to pay off my original house in full. So it's complicated. If any of that made sense to anybody, we're gonna put this in the chat. We're gonna put Cloud Gang podcast. Cloud Gang, we're doing a Cloud Gang podcast. Raider Knight's in town too. Who wants to be on a video? Never even heard of Raider Knight. Same. We could kill this guy. Yes, us. Moon Lord killed him. Let's go. But he didn't drop money, so who cares? Thank you, Moonshine. You've saved us. Lava glove. Send this guy diamonds or gay. We might have to send him diamonds. We don't want to be gay. So it pains me that Raider is such a nice guy and reads the chat. Man, fuck Raider. Nah, I'm gonna be real, guys. The chat has changed a lot. Now, when I was first playing Rucoy, I remember, because I would be playing this game, all day long, pretty much farming the Lizard 3. And people didn't really like me that much in this game for like the longest time. So there were, and I would get pretty aggressive in the chat as well when I was try harding this game, because you gotta admit I was posting videos in Rucoy every day. I was farming this game for like hours a day. I was a try hard Rucoy player at one point. At one point, I was a try hard Rucoy player, but not anymore. And when I was tryharding this game, people didn't really like me very much, and some people they held grudges about about the past for so long. It was always funny because I'd get in this game and people would still be like saying the most crazy stuff in the chat to be mean or whatever. But no, it's all been much more positive over these last couple years. Because I remember even in like 2018, I would get in this game and the chat would be much more divided on if people liked me or not. Nowadays it seems like most people like me, but I'm not sure. Have you ever played Raid Shadow? I think I did it once. I think I did. Your name fits then. Now Raider Knight actually comes from the NFL. Because I've always liked the Oakland Raiders. They were at the time, but now they're the Las Vegas Raiders. I've always liked the Raiders. That's always been my NFL team. And that's why I chose the name Raider Knight. Because also in this game, originally my name had numbers in it, and then when I played this game, I couldn't add the numbers into my name, so I just decided I would be Raider Knight because I was basically a knight in the video game. So that's why I named my character this. But I think it's better that way anyway because having numbers in your name is kind of lame, and I think if I just shortened my name to Raider, it wouldn't be as cool. I like the name Raider Knight. I think it fits very well, and I think it's somewhat unique enough where I can kind of have this semi-unique name on YouTube and just in general gaming. I like this guy's name. Is Bread Sexual Sword and Shield. This guy's in Hellbound Soldiers. We're doing shoutouts to guilds. Whoever walks by your guild gets shouted out. The Cat Pantheon. What are they? Are they cat girls? This guy's No Mercy. The Black Hand. All these guilds are getting shouted out. The Sanctuary. Slick Guild. This guy's also Sanctuary. Unless I already clicked him, I didn't know. The Sick Tyranny. Lots of different guilds are being shouted out right here. This guy is not even in a guild. None of my friends are online ever. No, no more. We still got Ashton Z. Ashton. We still got Ashton friended. We still got Jew friended. Gorval Boz friended. Family Job friended. Balta's friended still. Appleworm. I don't know who this is. They've probably name changed. Exodus is still friended. Gem is friended. Ganja. Fopus. Dr. Plaza. I think this is IV Plaza, right? We got Blue Blazin, Agdron, which is Donkey Dragon. We got King Crazy, Puppy Bark, even though he's banned in the game. Sidharth, the Annihilator, Wolverine Logan, KO'd, Kaviki, Slick Guy, Wise. We got all my Rucoy friends added, but nobody plays this game no more. Actually, Blue told me to play this game. That's why I hopped on to make this podcast. This guy's a gold skull. He's money, money, money. Please kill him. He has money. This guy don't have no money, bro. They gotta bring money out. Bring out the dollars. This guy's level 700. Tell these people to drop the cash. We need dollars. I want a 1v1. Yeah, you'll beat me, bro. You'll beat me. Plus, I'm doing the podcast. Nah, he might win. You never know. Rucoy Online. You never know what the stats are nowadays. I think I would probably beat Thomas Boy if I played as an archer. But if he's a mage main, then he can technically kill me. Mage mains, because obviously mage mains, they can shoot across the whole map. And depending what a mage's stats are, if they have really good defense and really good mage. Ooh, money, money, money. Let's go. Let's go, money. Bro, this is all we care about is the money. That's RaiderKnight 2 minutes ago. It's not about the money, guys. RaiderKnight and Rucoy when he sees the money. Money, let's go. Nah, bro. My skills need some work. They might need some work, I don't know. What was I saying? What was I saying? I was saying this guy's getting killed by the golden skull. What if we trap this guy? Wait, we can sit here. Look at this, look at this. We're trapped. They're trapped. Oh, this guy moved. Could have trapped all the skulls in there. Could have got free dollars. Oh, this is so sad. Now, what I was saying though was, depending on how good a mage's stats are, they can kill someone with lower stats of a higher level. But it just depends. It's close because obviously, if you have a higher level character, you're faster than the mage. Maybe you can kill them in time, but it's really because you also have a higher health point level as well. Your health points are higher than somebody who's a lower level. So it is an interesting match when you have a high low stat player versus a. So it's an interesting matchup when you have a high low stat player versus a low level high stat player because then you never really know who's gonna win that matchup. I mean, obviously though, my stats are not as bad as they used to be. They used to all be under 300 before the offline training was added. But with the offline training, I mean, it hasn't not really changed a whole lot. There's so many people who are level 700 now in this game that I mean, my stats are not gonna protect me, and my level is not gonna protect me either. I'm trying to think of some other topics we could talk about. We could talk about the CloudGang itself. I'm probably going to be doing more chess videos soon for Discord. A lot of people have been watching my chess video where we had this huge Discord server for chess, and we don't have that server no more because it was originally like a Pokemon server. But I've brought back chess to my CloudGang server, and we're going to be doing more chess type content soon, probably on the channel, because I feel like that's what not everybody wants, but a lot of people want in that section of the community. So we might do that, and we might do some. So we might do some. Ooh, this is NFL. Look at that. That's rare, bro. I have not seen him forever. We gotta re-add him to the. NFL's a super old player. I've not seen NFL forever. Now the problem with a lot of the people in Rucoy, they've all changed their names so much where it's like you don't really remember who they were at first, which is kind of sad. That's why I think people, me, NFL, people who don't change their name, that's what I think is cool. So I don't know, like maybe some maybe some of these people have played for a long time. Like this could be Slick for one of Slick's alts for all I know. But because like I don't, have a way to know who is who. Like it's hard to know who's actually played this game for so long and who's just changed their names 100 times, or who's been bought out by an account or whatever. We should make it a rule. Everybody buy diamonds and go back to your original Rucoy name. That should be that should be the new rule in this game. So I don't know what all your names are in Rucoy, but definitely like go back to your original name or the name most people associate you with. Obviously, nobody's going to listen to that, but I feel like that would make the game a lot better. I feel like adding the name changes was a horrible idea. I really liked it when nobody could change their name. I feel like when they added the name changing, that kind of hurt. That was where the original hurt was to the chat because before you always knew who everybody was. When they added name changing, the game, it lost a little bit of that sense of you knew who everybody was, and that kind of sucked. Is this guy gonna drop money? We need money. No money. Could we talk about? We could talk about music for a little bit. Lots of albums on the way. I know Little Uzi Vert. He's dropping a new song. I believe it's tonight with XXX and that'll be dropping tonight. But Uzi also he has this new album coming out, Pink Tape, which obviously he had that new song from last year, I Just Want to Rock. And there's probably other songs coming out with that album. It's gonna be pretty cool. That's coming out next month. That's one of the ones I'm excited for. Drake recently teased that he's gonna be dropping another album this year, which I'm not super surprised about that. Drake's been dropping albums very quickly lately, which I actually like that. I don't really like waiting for albums. A lot of people like waiting, months upon months upon months to get new album drops. I like it when albums drop. I like it when albums drop like every couple months from the same artist because that's cool because that means you're never like in a drought of music if you like that artist. See, my personal favorite artist is Blade. Blade pops off on every single album Blade drops. We're wasting on money, but now Blade pops off. Spider was a really good album from Blade. I've probably listened to Spider almost as much as I've listened to The Fool last year, and The Fool is my favorite Blade album of all time. So I'm not sure what Blade does next, but it'll be cool to see. And PvP has given me a diamond, so he'll get shouted out in this video. What are these? Those are how you craft things in the smelter, I think, right? This guy's Red Skull. Money, guys, money, kill him! Maybe I could join a different clan. Or should I just disband FaZe Clan and make CloudGang? That could be could be cool too. What other albums are coming out this year? I remember Playboy Cardi he teased this album uh, around Christmas time. But with Playboy Cardi, you never know when he's gonna drop. I thought he would actually drop on New Year's, but he never dropped on New Year's, so it's kind of hard to tell. I know Ken Carson. I think he's got two albums this year. He's got one solo album, and he's got another album with Destroy Lonely. That's a collab album, and then Destroy Lonely. He's gonna drop his own solo album. So there's definitely a lot of albums coming from that label this year. We got a new Young Lean album coming next month. That'll be pretty cool. I think it's mainly on his side artist artist account, but I mean, from what I've heard from Blue Light, which was the first track from this new upcoming Lean album, I think it'll be pretty good. I don't think it'll be like top tier Lean or anything like that, but I think it'll be a good little album. The the Border Patrol is here to stay. Is that what's happened on all the servers? Or are they just building up these giant border patrols? 20k now, and I'll leave for good. I just need to buy Swifts. We still got RaiderKnight Swifts, but I don't use them as much now that I'm a melee man. All my melee armor is garbage. I gotta get better melee armor. Maybe it's cheaper now. I don't know. This guy's like fucking crystals, bro. He's like an astrologist over here. That's why he's an Astro Clan. Look at this. You can't make this up, guys. You cannot make this up. Rucoy Online Astrologist. The Dragon Jewel. What is all this garbage, bro? What is all this fucking garbage that's in the game? The Lizard Jewel. They've added astrology into Rucoy Online. But yeah, bro, lots of crazy stuff. There's probably going to be another Blade album this year. There's probably going to be the Juice World album is coming out this year. The Party Never Ends. That's another album coming out this year. Lots of random albums coming out. So we don't really know what we're gonna get. Lots of crazy stuff probably. But you know, I am excited for it. And this guy's standing on top of me, bro. He's standing on top of me, dropping stuff. That's not very nice. No, I'm gonna join the border patrol. But you know, we've been doing this podcast for a bit now. I think this is a good spot to end it. Thank you guys for watching. This is Raider Night Gaming, and we'll see you all for the next video, podcast, whatever it is, and peace.